hit that subscribe button and the bell icon beside it to check out our latest videos before anyone else. What's up everyone, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you some important tips and tricks for your Redmi 6 Pro. Now in this particular video I'll be just talking about the tips and tricks. To know about all the features offered by this phone, check out my video on best features of Redmi 6 Pro, link will be in the description. Now with that said, the first thing that I want to show you is how to use the split screen mode. Now split screen mode is a feature that allows you to use two applications at the same time. Let's say you're using Play Store and want to use YouTube at the same time. You can go to the recent apps page, press this button over here that says split screen. Now touch and hold Play Store and drag it to the top. Now that application will open in a window at the top. Now you can select the secondary application from the list over here. Or else you can go to the home screen, select the application that you want, which in our case is YouTube. Now in this mode you can watch video in the bottom window and do anything else in the top window. To make any of these applications go full screen, you can drag this bar top or bottom and that application will go full screen. Now usually on other phones you can simply press and hold the recent apps button to use split screen mode, but that doesn't work on this phone. So to make it work, go to settings, then select advanced settings. Now select buttons and gestures. Now select open split screen. Over here select long press menu button. Click replace. Now whenever you are in any application, you can simply press and hold the recent apps button to open the current application in the split screen mode. Now I guess this is super handy and this is something you should definitely do. By the way, while you're watching videos on YouTube, you can also do this pin gesture to go full screen. Now the video seems more immersive, you're losing out on some data at the top and bottom, but you get a full screen experience. Now there are still some things missing with split screen mode. Like let's say if you try to open apps like Instagram, it will simply crash because those applications still do not support split screen mode. So here's a quick preview. Now I'll try to open Instagram. You get an error saying app doesn't support split screen mode. So to use Instagram or use all applications in split screen mode, this is what you need to do. First go to settings, then select about phone, then click MIUI version 7 times. Once you do that, developer options will be enabled. Now go back, scroll down and select additional settings. Now select developer options. Now scroll all the way to the bottom and enable force activities to be resizable. Now once you're done, restart the phone and you should be able to use all applications in split screen mode. This is also another thing that I really recommend you to do. Now right out of the box, for some reason text size on this phone was very small. So if you want to change that, go to settings, then select display settings, then select text size. Now over here you can select medium, large or extra large based on your preference. Usually elder people prefer to go with large or extra large. Now in the same page that's in display settings, we have an option called double tap to wake, which is quite handy. Now once you enable this feature in the lock screen, you can simply double tap it to wake it up. Now if you're using face unlock feature, this might come in really handy. So just enable double tap to wake feature and just double tap it. Your phone wakes up, sees you and unlocks the phone. Everything happens super quickly and it just gives an immersive experience. Now going on next with the latest update, we don't get to see the memory status on the recent apps page. So to display the memory usage on the recent apps page, go to settings, then select home screen and recents and enable this toggle. Once you do that, you will be able to see your memory status in the recent apps page. Now once again from the same place, you can also change your default launcher. Now let's say you have installed Nova Launcher, but whenever you press the home button, you're always taken to the default MIUI launcher. So to change your default launcher, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, then select home screen and recents. From here select default launcher. From here you can change your default launcher to Nova Launcher. Just select it, press home, and now you're in the Nova Launcher. So there we go. Now similarly, if you want to change your default keyboard application, default browser or default gallery application, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, scroll all the way to the bottom, select installed apps. Now click this button over here. Now select default apps. Now from this place you can change your default launcher, default phone dialer, default messaging application, default browser and so on. Now personally I prefer to choose Google Chrome as my default browser. For gallery I prefer Google Photos. For music player I usually install Savan. Next for email I prefer Gmail, that's the default option anyway. Now for playing video I'll select MX Player. Right now it's not installed on this phone. Going on next, I'll show you how to hide this notch. Now the notch on this phone is definitely the most highlighting feature of this phone, and for some reason if you don't like it, this is what you need to do. Go to settings and then select full screen display and enable this toggle that says hide screen notch to hide the notch. I don't have anything against the notch, so I'll just let it stay. Now from the same place we also have full screen gestures. So to enable that, just click over here. You also get the option to learn or see the tutorial by clicking this button. I'll just give you a quick preview. So if you want to go to home screen, you can simply swipe from the bottom. If you want to see the recent tabs, swipe and hold, and these are your recent tabs. Now if you want to go back, you can swipe from the right corner or the left corner and you can go back. Now here's a quick preview. To go back, I can just simply do this or do this. You also get a nice cool animation like that. So these gestures are super handy and they are kind of usable single-handedly as well, but you might drop your phone. Now I would suggest you to use QuickBall instead. Now to enable this feature called QuickBall, go to additional settings. Now you have QuickBall, just enable it. Now select swipe. This is, by the way, my preference. You can choose whatever you want. And this is the order I like. And I prefer torch and auto rotate. And I always want it to be on the top. So guys, this is the QuickBall. Now to move this around, you can simply press and hold and move it to the desired position. Usually I put it right next to my thumb. Now if I want to go back, I can simply swipe it down like this. Now if I want to go home, I can do this. To see the recent tabs, I can swipe to the left side, and these are the recent tabs. I can also use these gestures or this ball even in the recent tabs page. And finally, if I want to toggle the torch, that is turning on the torch, I can swipe up and there you go. I can swipe up again to turn it off. So if you want to use your phone single-handedly, I will suggest you to use QuickBall instead of those gestures. Now for some quick tips to take screenshot. Now on this phone and most of the phones, if you want to take a screenshot, you can simply press the volume down and power button both at the same time, like this, and your phone takes a screenshot. Now for some reason, if that's a little hard for you or you're missing it too many times, you can use the toggle over here. So you have a toggle to take a screenshot. Once you click it, your phone will take a screenshot. Now besides that, we also have a 3-finger screenshot gesture. So to take a screenshot, simply swipe down using 3 fingers and your phone will take a screenshot. Personally, I love this feature. Now let's say you want to take a long screenshot of this page. First, take a normal screenshot. You can use gesture or these buttons. I'll just use the gesture as it is super easy. And now click the preview window. Now click this button, scroll. Now your phone will scroll through the page and take a long screenshot. Now once you're done, you can also click this button or wait it to be done. Now this is the screenshot. Now for some more quick shortcuts, let's go to settings, then select advanced settings, then select buttons and gesture shortcuts. First one is launch camera. Now select that and select double press power button. Now once you do that, you can simply press the power button twice to quickly open the camera application. Here's a quick preview. There you go. So as you have seen, it doesn't work all the time, but most of the time it does work and it can be quite useful if you take a lot of pictures. Now finally, if you want to record calls automatically on this phone, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, scroll to the bottom, select system apps. From here, select call settings. Now select call recording. Now enable this toggle that says record calls automatically. Now all the calls, whether it's incoming calls or outgoing calls, will be recorded automatically. Now this is one of my favorite features on this phone. Now this feature is available in India but might be missing in few other countries. So guys, those were the most important tips and tricks for your Redmi 6 Pro. Once again, to know all the features offered by this phone, check out my video on best features. Link will be in the description, or you can also check out my channel. And if I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video. And if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel. And if you want me to make any specific video, tweet out to me with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and I'll try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech signing off. Have a nice day.